Hey Crafty fam, it's Alex Vanover and welcome back to my craft room and also welcome back to Craft for the Curve. So you guys have probably seen my videos the last few days where myself and some other awesome creators are making 15 days of videos for you guys to utilize while we are in this quarantine. They are really intended so that you can stay home and keep yourselves busy and have something to do while you're home. And during this whole 15-day challenge, we are using the hashtag craft for the curve because the whole idea of you guys staying home is to flatten the curve of the coronavirus from spreading so that we can all stay home and get out of this all sooner. So this is going to be one of those videos, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to use this really fun free home crafting bundle from Creative Fabrica and use it to draw coloring pages for your kids using your Cricut. So I'm going to show you a lot of the different files that are in this bundle. I have already downloaded them all, and I will link this for you in the description. It is totally free, I think, for the next almost 60 days. So you have almost 2 months from today, which today is March 29th, I think, 29th or 30th. So you have about 60 days from now to download this, and I hope you guys will take advantage of it because it's really fun. So let's go into the files that I've already downloaded, and I'll show you guys why this is a really fun thing for you guys to have right now. Especially, it was really generous of them to make this free because there are tons of files in here. So the key that you guys need to know about drawing coloring pages with your Cricut is that they need to be PNG files. So for example, some of these coloring pages, when you go into the files themselves, let me see this one. So this one is a great example because all of the ones you can actually see the picture are all PNGs. And the reason you want the PNG is because PNGs hold transparent backgrounds. So that means when you go into Design Space, you're not going to have to delete every single little white space in PNG files. You are literally just able to upload them almost like an SVG. So if you see any JPEG files, a lot of these are JPEGs or EPS files, which is a type of vector file, but Design Space does not accept EPS files. So that's why you are specifically looking for PNG files. That's going to make your life easiest. So if you go into the volume 2 and then the 2 folder, one of my favorite ones that I found so far is this cute little cute dragon vector line art guy. He comes in a PNG, and then if you go into the volume 3 folder, because they make you download them in 3 different folders. If you go into the volume 3 folder, there are several really cute options. The Easter bunnies, black and white, all of these are PNGs, so these are super fun. I really like the girl riding the unicorn is a PNG file. So pick and choose what you want from this bundle based on your kids and what they would like. Oh, and I did want to show you one other thing about this bundle. So you'll see that there is 2 sets of coloring pages in this bundle. And the thing you need to know about these is that these are not going to be a good fit for Design Space. One file of these is all EPS files, which Design Space does not handle. And then the second one does have JPEGs and PDFs, but those are still not going to work for Design Space. But you could totally go to your printer and print all of this off if you wanted to. If you have kids that love to color, these would be great for them. And I like this bundle because it's a little bit more mature. So if you have a little bit older kids, they might enjoy coloring on something like this versus some of the little more childish ones. But these are not going to work in Design Space, but they will work from your home printer if you have a printer at home. So just keep those things in mind. I'm going to show you how to take a couple of these files into Design Space, and then I'll show you how to turn them into drawing files. So if we go to upload, you'll see I've already uploaded these 2, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how to do it again. So if you go back into your free crafting bundle, I'm going to upload the cute dragon vector again. And you can just mark them as simple, but see how all these checks behind the dragon mean that I'm not going to have to go click in with my eraser to clear out every single white space. It's already just going to be a PNG, or excuse me, it's already going to be a transparent background, and that's really what you want out of these. So you can mark it as simple. It doesn't really matter, and then continue, and continue again. And then when you get to this screen, you want to save it as a cut image, not a print then cut image. And then you can name it and tag it if you want, and then click save. And then when you add this into your library, there's not too much that you have to do with it in order to make it a coloring page. But you'll notice right now, the line type up here in the top left corner is cut. You're going to use that drop down menu and change it to draw, because that's what we're going to be doing with our Cricut. And then all of a sudden it becomes all these lines. So it's super fun, and it turns it into an instant drawing page for your kids. And then the next thing that you need to do to make it like drawing friendly is you need to change the size to be the right size for the piece of paper that you're using. So if you're using regular copy paper, you want to make the width about 8 inches. And then that leaves the height like a little over 10 inches, which is perfect for an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Then I want to show you guys one more file that I really liked. And you're just going to do the same thing with this one. You're going to take the little girl and we'll make her 8 inches wide first. And then we'll change the line type up here. Well, she's selected. I'll change the line type to draw. And so that just turns it into an instant coloring page. Now, granted, your outline is going to be this hollow, like two lines right together. And that I think is just fine for a coloring page, but you do want to keep that in mind when you're turning these PNGs into coloring pages. Now, you don't just have to use PNGs from Creative Fabrica. You can always Google free coloring pages, or you can take just about any PNG image and turn it into a coloring image. So it doesn't just have to be this bundle, but since this is Craft for the Curve and this is already a free bundle that's available to everyone, I just wanted to show you guys what your options are. So I'm actually going to delete this little dragon. We're just going to draw out one picture because I just wanted to show you guys how this works. And I think I'm actually going to turn my piece of paper the other way. So I'm going to make my little girl like 10 inches wide. Oh, and that makes her a little too high. I'm going to turn my paper horizontally, so that's going to allow me to draw a little bit of a bigger image, but that's still going to be a little too big. That's even a little too big too. So let's do 8 inches. So I guess that's probably the best that we're going to be able to do just because of the shape of the image. We want to make sure not to make it larger than a piece of regular copy paper. So once we have her set to draw and we have her resized, we'll go to the Make It screen. And then we're going to change our material size over here to 8.5 by 11. And that way it shows up as a regular piece of paper. And I may even move it down a little bit so that it's centered on the paper like a real coloring page. That looks pretty good. So then when we go to continue, it wants to connect to my Cricut Maker. And then one important piece that you need to know for when you set your material settings when you're drawing is you just want to set the material settings to whatever kind of paper you are using, because that's what tells your pen how much pressure to use on your paper. So since I'm just going to be using regular 20-pound copy paper, that's going to be my selection. But you're welcome to use things like cardstock or construction paper. Cricut has all of those materials already preloaded into their software, so you can select whatever you'd like. So I'm going to switch over to my Cricut view so I can show you how to load this pen and draw our coloring page.
All right guys, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to load our pen. So I'm going to be using a fun colored pen just because we're drawing our own coloring pages, so I thought we would do it a little bit of a fun way. So you're just going to remove your cap and put it on the back of your pen, and then you'll see there's a little downward facing triangle on your pen, and that is the one that you want to be facing forward. So you're going to open up your clamp A and you're going to put your pen down into the clamp. You can kind of support it as you push it in. And then when you feel it click into place, you're just going to close that clamp, and that's all you need to do to load your tools. I'm going to be using a light grip mat because we're going to just be using regular copy paper. You want to make sure that you're not using a mat that's super sticky, because if you do, you're probably going to curl your paper when you're taking it off your mat. So I'm just going to place this piece of paper in the top left corner of the mat. Then I'll line it up in my rollers, load it, and then when the button flashes, I'll press go. there you have it, guys. Look how cute this little coloring page is. You can do so many different things with the drawing feature on your Cricut. If you want to know more about drawing with your Cricut, I'll post my video right here that goes a little more in depth with drawing and stuff like that you can do with this feature. After you unload your picture, don't forget to unload clamp A and put the cap back on your pen so that it doesn't dry out. When it's time to take your picture off of the mat, you want to make sure to flip your mat over and remove the mat from the piece of paper so that way you don't bend up your paper too much. And there you have it. Look how cute this little coloring page is, and it's so easy, and most of the time you can make these free with your Cricut. So no matter how long you and your kids are inside, I hope that you can utilize making coloring pages for them for endless amounts of entertainment. And don't forget to use the hashtag #CraftForTheCurve in any of the posts if you make your own coloring pages, use any of my tutorials, or any of the other creators' tutorials. We are giving away so many cool things from tons of amazing brands at the end of this 15-day challenge. So you can use that hashtag #CraftForTheCurve on Facebook or Instagram to show off your creations and enter yourself in that giveaway. And I hope that you'll go in the description and check out all the other awesome creators who are doing this challenge with me. I'm really excited to be able to help you guys right where you are and hopefully help you out while things are really crazy and out of routine and unusual. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you have any other questions about drawing coloring pages with your Cricut, make sure you drop those in the comments. And if you haven't already, please click right here to subscribe to DIY Alex and make sure you ring the bell and turn on all the notifications so that you never miss a new upload. I hope we can craft again soon.